Hello, YouTube. Ruben Obed here once again, bringing you another episode of Solar Power for Dummies. And I apologize that I've kind of been, intermittent, and this it's taken me a while to bring another video. But I've been really busy doing a whole bunch of other things, and now I've had a little time, and so let's get this done. This is gonna be a simple video, and it's about 6 volt batteries. Um, a lot of people they use 6 volt batteries in their battery banks. 6 volt batteries are good. You know what I mean? The cells are more robust. They could take more of a beating. Like golf cart batteries. And that's what they're there for. The problem with 6 volt battery banks, and this is why I've opted to go with 12 volt battery bank, is because of this. When you have a 6 volt battery bank, okay, you buy the 6 volt battery, you have to have it, you have to buy two batteries. Okay, so just off the top, it's more expensive. You have you have let's say a regular you know advanced auto part or AutoZone deep cycle marine RV battery might run you about 120. A 6 volt battery is going to cost you a cheap one, like from Costco, maybe a buck 50. So they are more expensive. They are more robust. The plates are bigger, they're thicker, but you have to buy them in pairs. So you're looking at an investment of $300 versus, just to start running a 12 volt system, than if you just buy one battery, one 12 volt battery from Advanced Auto Parts. So, or from wherever, but your 12 volt battery. Now, I'm not saying that 6 volt batteries are not in essence better of a higher grade, but what I'm saying is this: if you have a small battery bank of two 6 volt batteries and you're running a little 12 volt system, and all of a sudden one of the cells goes on one of those batteries, your entire system goes down. The entire system goes down just because one cell went bad on your system. And that is what I don't like about the whole 6 volt concept. Like I said, it's good. Like in my case, and I'll show you my battery bank. My battery bank consists of 6 deep cycle batteries. Okay, and recently I had those two went down. Guess what? I removed the batteries and my system was still working. You know, they were still working, and I replaced them with two new batteries. Now, that's another big no-no. People say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't put a new battery in an older bank because the batteries, are different, the resistances are different, etc., etc." Those, I believe that to be a myth. There is some credible truth to it, so I don't discard that. But the reality is this: I look at I look at batteries from a very simple perspective. I look at batteries kind of like if they were buckets of water. Um, and even if the new battery has, a little bit high, less resistance, a higher potential, in essence, they will all equal out anyway. I may be losing a little bit of lifetime from the new batteries because of the fact that I put them into an older system. But once again, since I'm getting these batteries at Advanced Auto Parts, hey, if they give me 2, 3 years and one goes down, I'll just buy another one. $100, big deal. You know, um, that's how I look at it. Some people say, oh, but in the long run, you're gonna waste more money. Maybe in the long run. But then again, who the hell is adding things up 3 or 4 years down the line? You know, my point is this: if you have a 6 volt system and one battery goes down, pretty much your entire system goes down with it. You have a 12 volt battery system, one battery goes down, you take that battery out of there, you continue to run with a 12 volt system with the remaining batteries, maybe with a lesser capacity, but but you're still working, and that's the important thing. Especially when you're living off grid, the important thing is you not ending up with no damn power. That's the bottom line of it. You don't want to end up, in a shit down scenario with no grid, and then now one of your 6 volt battery dies, and now your whole damn system went down. I don't find it practical. So, um, I was watching a video yesterday of a guy, I believe he's in the UK. He was ranting. He was pissed about the Trojan company, because to make a long story short, he spent a ton of money on Trojan batteries. That the customer service was horrible. That the batteries went, even though he maintained them exactly. And based on him speaking, and based on looking at his system as a whole, I have no doubt that the guy did the maintenance accordingly. His equipment was pro equipment, and he looked like a very, very, guy who's like on top of things. And, just on his statements alone about Trojan batteries, I will not be buying Trojan. And that's just me. I'm not going to buy Trojan because of that. But anyway, I don't want to deviate from the subject. The whole point is this, guys. 6 volt battery banks are good. I'm not downing them. I am not discrediting the fact that yes, you have 3 cells, and the plates are a lot thicker on 6 volt batteries. But if you make a battery bank and one goes down, it can take down your whole entire system, which to me is totally unacceptable. I I prefer to have a little bit less of lifespan in terms of my batteries than risking the fact of being without power during a grid down scenario. Because I have 6 batteries. As it happened, this month for me, 2 of them went. Two, and I still was running my entire house with my battery bank. Still running perfectly. And I replaced them. Now, everybody's gonna do things differently. Like I said, my system is working well. People say not to replace a bad battery on your battery bank. They say that you have to buy them all new and all of the same at the same time. That's the ideal thing. That's the ideal thing. But me, one battery. Sorry about that, guys. I just ate breakfast and I have a lot of soda and cheese in my throat. But like I said, in my case, if one battery goes bad on me, if I notice it has a dead cell, I'm just gonna remove it and put another one. I can't afford to pull out $600 at one time to replace my entire bank. I don't have it. But I could come up with $100 to get a replacement battery and to keep me going. You know, and that's how I choose, to do this whole operation. But right now my system's working perfectly. I replaced 2 of the batteries. They're all now. I am very adamant. Please don't go mixing different chemistry types. Don't put one lead acid battery with an AGM because you're gonna have a big problem. Don't put a lithium with a lead acid and try to put them in parallel. You're gonna have a huge problem. You know, but if you have the same exact battery and just one of them is a little older than the other, I really don't see a problem. I think that what will happen is that your new battery probably won't charge to 100% and may sulfate just a little bit. And in the end, it'll end up even like your older batteries anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on, guys. So really think about it because, the consensus is 6 volt batteries are the way to go. That's the consensus. I'm just giving you another perspective on it, the pros and the cons. So 6 volt battery, the plates are a lot thicker. You can cycle them more, absolutely. But you have to buy them in pairs, and they are more expensive. And if one of the batteries goes down or a cell goes down, your whole system goes down. You know, I've used the same thought analysis when it comes to solar. A lot of people put their solar panels in series. I don't want mine in series. I do parallel, even though on my solar panels they're in parallel, because of the fact that I don't want a cloud passing by, or I don't want some shading issue happening, and my whole power output drops dramatically simply because it's in series. You know, in my solar array, if there's shadows in one side, okay, I get a reduction in power, but the entire system continues to work. So I promote parallel. I believe in parallel. I like parallel connections. I mean, I'm not saying that series isn't necessary in certain situations, and yes, it is, especially like MPPT charge controllers. They kind of like the higher voltage. But for my purposes, I think parallel is more practical. I believe parallel is safer. You know, that's just me. That's my opinion, guys. So take it what it is. Take it like as a grain of salt. But I'm a good proponent and on 12-volt batteries, 12-volt battery banks, and they're cheaper, you know, and you could pick up another battery, So, and I'm personally gonna stay away from Trojan batteries. I'm sorry, Trojan. I'm sorry if you guys, you know, I mean, I heard that guy on TV. I really believed him. I believed him. So, if Trojan Company wants to change my mind, feel free and send me a free Trojan battery. Make it sure it's a 12-volt one because I don't like 6-volt. And I'll try it out, and I'll give it a shot, and I'll put it through the test, and if it's good, I'll go out and say, yeah, no, Trojan is good. But at the moment, I lost my faith in Trojan. So, all right, guys, take care. God bless. Ruben Obed.